Eleanor sat quietly at the kitchen table, a letter from the insurance company spread out in front of her. Her husband, Thomas, had passed away only a month ago, and she was already feeling overwhelmed by decisions she needed to make. Friends had warned her about the pitfalls that could come with widowhood, but it wasn't until now that she understood just how vulnerable she could be. She took a deep breath, remembering the advice she'd read. If your spouse passes away first, never say yes to these 5 costly mistakes. The first mistake was rushing into financial decisions. After a loss, the emotions can be overwhelming, and it's tempting to say yes to every financial suggestion just to get things over with. But Eleanor reminded herself that this was a time to pause. Selling investments, cashing out life insurance, or making large purchases right away could be risky. Experts advised waiting at least 6 months to a year before making any major financial moves to give emotions time to settle. The second mistake was ignoring bills and paperwork. It was tempting to set them aside, especially when grief felt all-consuming. But unpaid bills could snowball into financial trouble. Eleanor made a list of the immediate tasks: closing Thomas's credit cards, updating beneficiary information, and notifying Social Security. Staying organized was essential, even when it felt like too much to handle. The third mistake was falling for scams. She'd heard stories of people being targeted by fraudsters who took advantage of widows and widowers. Eleanor made a firm decision. She would never give out personal or financial information over the phone or by email. If someone claimed to be from the bank or a government agency, she would hang up and call the official number herself. Better to be cautious than caught off guard. The fourth mistake was not understanding her benefits. Thomas had worked for decades and paid into Social Security and pensions, and Eleanor was entitled to survivor benefits. But she knew she needed to understand exactly what was available to her. She made an appointment with the Social Security office and spoke to a financial advisor. By asking questions and gathering information, she ensured she wouldn't miss out on benefits that could support her long term. The fifth and final mistake was isolating herself. Grief had a way of making people retreat, but Eleanor knew that withdrawing could lead to loneliness, depression, and even poor financial decisions. She made a plan to stay connected with her children, her church group, and her neighbors. Talking about her feelings, sharing memories, and asking for help when needed were ways to protect not just her heart, but her financial well-being as well. As Eleanor folded the letter and placed it in a folder, she felt a small sense of control returning. It was a difficult time, and the decisions she faced were daunting. But by remembering these 5 mistakes and choosing not to make them, she was giving herself the chance to navigate her new life with strength and wisdom.